must have been a massacre. Bones everywhere. How in the world did Glevasig harness so much of the power?
Do you always get so excited at the sight of skulls, Death Mode?
Scoff all you want. I speak of magic. The kind of spells that win wars. Thousands incinerated in seconds. Power, destruction, annihilation!
Yes, after which Sabrina Glevasig was burned at the stake, and the Pontar Valley remains within Edern's borders.
Edern is a carcass. Still showing life signs, but the realm's days are numbered. No peasant revolt can change that.
You're wrong, Deathmold. This country lives. I can feel it. Like an old wounded bear covered in scars, hounds all round it, but still strong. Still deadly. This will be a good war.
But sire, the Eternian barons won't dare stand against you. You shall see that shortly. I've prepared everything.
Y Jaskier quiere usar a este rey como cebo, entiendo. O sea, que va a venir Lezba por él. No lo sé, ¿eh?
Baron Fellat has forever hinted that he would gladly change his mind.
Fellat is unparalleled scum.
The other nobles are panic-stricken. Very
Quita, coño.
peasants and non-human rebels. They are unprepared to fight and know it very well.
And Demiven's cub.
Otro igual.
He named his
Bueno,
price.
pero este se la aparta. La otra no, la otra me hace bodyblock.
Fellat has assured me.
No me deja avanzar, tío.
Look into his eyes.
Soy el rey, te pego una hostia, eh.
We most humbly greet His Majesty Henselt, King of Kedwen, heir to the dynasty of the Unicorn, Lord of Ard Carreg, Archduke of Banard, and Vanquisher of Nilfgaard.
Welcome to Edern.
How much do you want?
Your Majesty surely jests.
I couldn't be more serious. How much for your signatures?
100,000 Novigrad crowns, we thought, to each of us, and the titles of Marquis.
Ooh.
We speak of Upper Edern, of coal and silver mines, numerous factories, the sole white marble quarry this side of the Yaruga, and the North's main east-west trade route.
We speak of Lawmark. I advise you to adopt the new nomenclature.
In exchange, we shall swear fealty and acknowledge your majesty as sovereign of these lands.
You'll receive 50,000 apiece and no additional titles. Also, you'll provide guides and supplies to my army. My men will install themselves in your castles. Your armed men will gather under Sorcerer Deathmold's command and will set out to quell the peasant rebellion.
Sire, the common folk will hate. They simply won't understand.
Yes, Fellat, they will hate you, but at least this way you'll live. Comfortably, I might add. Refuse and die, by my hand, or that of Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Sire, we accept your conditions.
Deathmold, the scroll.
Sire, there is yet the matter of Prince Stennis and his rights to these lands. So long as he lives...
Mientras el príncipe... ¿Cómo?
So long as the prince...
¿Tienen que matar a su hijo? ¿Cómo?
He'll force his claims.
Then kill him, Fellat.
Sire, I'm no warrior.
In that case, shut up and sign. Sire, the Dragon Slayer approaches, white flag in hand. Excellent. Let her pass.
What are you waiting for? Pick up those quills and sign.
Just out of curiosity, what does Upper Edern sell for these days?
50,000. How much would you have demanded, lass?
King, command your vulture to shut his beak before I thrust his cockerel up his arse and twist so hard he'll crow until noon reverts to morning.
Sire, you must have her restrained.
Ha venido con bandera blanca, eh.
Shut up, Deathmold. I've rather taken a liking to this Saskia. Say your piece, woman.
King, Withdraw your army, recognize Upper Edirn's sovereignty and your persecution of non-humans, and give them leave to quit your realm. Do this and save yourself and your army.
You have balls, woman, but what would I gain? My soldiers would call me a coward. I am Hensel of Ard Caraig. I'll not run from a woman, even if she be a dragon slayer.
I see one other solution. You and I, King, here and now, before these folk and the gods, I challenge you. As in the old days, when the Honourable ruled this world, Upper Edirn to the victor!
The lass has gone mad. To challenge a king.
Sire, this is absurd. We shall crush them in battle. They say the lass has slain a dragon. She could be dangerous.
Precisely why she makes a worthy foe. Don't disappoint me, Dragon Slayer. Please show me how it's done. Begin.
Yo qué sé, por probar.
Facing one another in a chivalrous duel shall be Hensel of Ard Caraig, King of Kedwin, Sovereign of Caingorn and Malior, last of the line of the Unicorn, and Saskia, the wench who killed a dragon. The victor shall take Lormark. May the gods settle this. Begin!
Draw your sword!
Stop! Stop in the name of Kriv, Freyr and Melitele!
Hostia, ¿qué he despertado en la piedra esa?
Hey, halt!
What's with you, Zivy? Booze Major Batty. Don't you recognize me?
I'll be ploughed and damned. Why the hell did you bring him here, Roach?
He's a witcher.
I know who the whoreson is. Ploughing Kingslayer at the gate of a king's camp? Why, he's not even bound.
Easy, lads. The witcher's no murderer, I'll vouch for that. As for kings, well, I desperately need to see yours.
You're in for a wait then, Mr. Special Mission Knight. Don't move, mutant! One of you go get the sergeant, and while you're at it, fetch a solid piece of rope to bind the freak.
Come on, Zivik, no need for that. Where'd you say the king was?
Out in the field somewhere, negotiating. Hey, Kingslayer, drop your weapons, or do I need to pack a bolt up your arse? Don't move! Don't even twitch, mutant! Hands where I can see him! Shoot! Smash the freak!
What the fuck?
Hostia, vaya liada, ¿no?
These specters were my soldiers. It's Sabrina's cross.
Eden is ready as well.
My other sights wait us. We have to go on.
Endure, friend. I must focus enough power for the spell.
Hemos empezado una serie de misiones que es una locura, van una detrás de otra. Cuando me dejen libre pararé el episodio, pero claro, o lo divido en dos o tiro, no lo sé. De una. Hombre, no creo, porque... Muérete, coño. ¿Qué es eso? Ah, que hay otro ahí.
Ready! Stay close to me!
What the hell? Where did the sun go? It's an eclipse. Somebody cast a curse.
Ah, en cuanto entran en el círculo les pega.
Try to disperse the fog.
¿Y va a poder aguantar el hechizo hasta que lleguemos al castillo? Pues oye, de momento guay, ¿sabes? Es pasear y ya está, mientras va muriendo todo lo que intente acercarse a nosotros. O sea que de puta madre. Pero no sé por qué lleva un gallo. ¿Es una veleta de las que ponen para ver el viento? ¿Qué cojones? ¿Por qué lleva así, norte? Sí, ¿qué cojones, tío? ¿Por qué lleva...? ¡Qué puta mierda! ¡Eh!
She's out to kill me.
Estas se han colado. Vale. Hostia. Porque correr para daros un poco más de prisa lo descartáis, ¿verdad? Por lo que sea. No, ¿verdad? Ah, estas son el recuerdo de la batalla, pero esto no es real. Y esas son las apariciones de esta batalla, entiendo. Mierda. Estamos cerca de su fin. A ver si es verdad. Pues ni tan nadie. Pensaba que ya era la última tirada hacia el castillo, ¿eh? Me ha hecho ilusiones. Vale. ¿Eh? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Eh?
Death Mold, Sheeler, meet me in my tent. You're to explain what the hell happened there, and how we're to get rid of it.
As you command, Your Majesty.
I'll tolerate no delays on this matter, and summon all my company commanders.
Immediately, Your Majesty.
Corporal, I'd like you to watch the Witcher closely. He just pulled me from a magic hell, so I doubt he wants my head as he took full tests. But I'll not have him wandering round the camp like some stray dog. Occupy him for a time, then bring him to my tent.
Sire, I must request an audience.
Later. I'll see my mages first, then the Witcher.
Ah, just lovely. And here I hope for a
En
calm...
una guerra tranquilita.
Or I might wet my throat around here.
Roach, willing to vouch for this overgrown urchin?
He did not kill Foltest or Demavend, if that's what you're asking. You got my assurance on that.
Good enough for me. Let's go then.
Seguir. Sigue a Cívico, convéncelo de que te lleve hasta el rey.
Yes?
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military camps in my day.
That I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on you, the king's orders.
Really want to babysit me?
You're right. Let's go.
Fallida. No sé cómo va esto. Que no me cierréis en la puerta, hijos de puta.
No talking to the prisoner.
De momento tengo que seguir a este señor. Como me he puesto a hablar con el elfo prisionero.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A Witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight.
Al final sí que... Al final sí. Sí que hablo con el rey. ¿Le he convencido? No entiendo.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
I find it hard to wean myself off life.
As do we all. However, in all my career as an ambassador of His Imperial Majesty, I have never met anyone quite as talented at survival as you. I took the liberty of checking some rumors about you. Listen again. Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
They could also be relevant to the Empire's security.
Es que digo, Axia no creo que vaya a convencer a todos con Axia, pero bueno.
Voltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constantine. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. You know anything about her?
A lo mejor Axia era solo para convencerle a él, a lo mejor no necesitaba convencer a todos, no lo sé.
Witchers and sorceresses don't generally share that kind of information.
I understand it's a delicate matter. All right then, allow me to ask about something else. I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Merigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
I'm a witcher. I rarely theorize. Killing monsters is purely practical.
I don't doubt it. Though sometimes a single understatement can speak more than 1,000 words. So I thank you for your silence, Witcher. Do you have other questions?
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Paso!
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest. Do you know who did?
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedweni saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are.
To the
Cuidado.
matter at hand, sire.
Cuidado.
Deternseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist,
Sí, si lo hubiera
the
mentido.
wraiths,
Ojo.
all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
I'm willing to try.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned her
Joder.
while dying.
Hombre, pues normal, con ese trato.
That was 3 years ago.
¿Por qué? Claro.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike, knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
¿Por qué?
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excessive schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
Vale.
Witcher, a word.
Hostia.
We've not dealt with a Witcher before.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt. You shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful. I feel we shall become great friends.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve. I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
What would you like to know?
No todos los espectros eran...
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we can reverse the tide of the battle.
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears in a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing to see.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banard.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, do you need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies? And a volume compiled by Tesside of Vries and Margarita Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses, Selected Writings.
Venga, vale.
Way to tell me. Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderberg, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and the world just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovia. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting.
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you.
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for him to kill.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could you do
Tía, vaya liada, ¿no?
But I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
You're gonna help me, Death Mold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of songfoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Messiah.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll meet him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Madre de Dios, la que me ha caído en un momento, tú. Madre de Dios, pero escúchame, pero yo qué tengo aquí, tú. Madre mía, niño. Esto ya está fuera todo, ¿no? No sé. Madre mía. Ahora con el... Madre mía, tú. Ah, mira, tengo... a tope. Lo voy a dejar por aquí. Espero... Bueno, a ver, es que claro, lo habré dividido en 2. Seguramente esto... Vale, escúchame. Voy a seguir alargando esto para que sea más o menos de 1 hora.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain.
Ojo.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Cohorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently, something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft. I'm not afraid to admit it.
I knew one of your kind once. A woman by the name of Raylan.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's Blue Banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of hope for you.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
Does Henselt pay his mercenaries well? Professional curiosity on my part.
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns.
Joder, o sea, cuanto menos sobrevivan, mejor.
Those who survive.
So the more you die, the greater
Claro.
the take for him.
Yes.
Igual alguno no murió en la guerra, ¿eh?
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it, we're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the
Pues
ridge.
acabo de hablar con él, no le ha dado tiempo.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. You need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
How fast?
it's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry. How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Bart Bargy. I remember him. Oh,
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
you wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with a Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. It's all come in handy in my profession.
Wanna wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Who should I challenge?
Martin and Randall are the strongest in my company. Then there's Magnus, the camp blacksmith.
I'll try them.
Watch out for Magnus. As I see it, he could easily do his work with no tools.
Exagerado.
Steady on, White Wolf. You've yet to beat all the strong men.
Vale, busca los más fuertes del campamento y derrótalos. Venga.
What is it, Witcher?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Arthur, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find
Puedo
him,
coger todas las misiones
tell me
ahora, lo agradecería bastante, pero bueno.
Oh, you'll know Adrian. Nobody quite like that cunt.
¡Oh, puta! Ah, ya no puedo hablar con él. Ah, bueno, pues nada. O sí.
Audrin, where are you? What do you want?
To talk. I just arrived.
What do you want to know?
This place worth staying around?
The company's all right. All lads with balls as far as I know.
I've noticed that. And the rest?
What rest?
Nobles? Deathmold? The king?
Can't complain. The lords aren't too lofty. Deathmold keeps the peace, great mage that he is. And our king's the best. Long live King Henselt! What do you?
I collect old coins.
Here in the camp? Are you
Voy a preguntar
daft?
por las monedas y luego por el Odrin
There's
ese.
coins floating around. square with a fish on them or something.
Don't know nothing about that. Fuck off.
What else am I to do?
What do you...
I heard you calling out for Audrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier. Except he staggers a lot.
Vale, escúchame un momento. ¿Puedo volver a hablar contigo? No. En el momento en el que tal, se va a la mierda. Pero aquí no hay un punto de misión. Este.
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me
¿O no?
crazy.
Vale, pues... no, escúchame, diario. Hijo puta. Pulso profesional, cabrón. Ojo, 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 ojete.
What do you want?
They say blacksmiths are strong. I say they're fat pussies.
And I say I can show you just how strong we are.
Careful you don't snap something.
Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Let's do this.
Mantenemos. Perfecto.
My hand, damn you!
Might want to put a cold compress on
Perfecto.
Looking for something?
that. I heard some tough men serve in your company.
You heard right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle, I need to see some orders.
Let's
Y
do
tengo
this.
que mirar para comprar espadas. A ver si me venden espadas mejores también, tío.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for humans, I guess.
What is it?
I heard you and your men arm wrestle a bit.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told. But I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Let's do this.
Vale. Perfecto.
You're tough.
Take care.
Derrota. Vale. Escúchame.
What? Surprised to see a dwarf on human leash? Got a well-thought-out slur ready and written. Really surprised me.
You're a little tense.
Tense. That's a good one. I, odd-looking human, am a prime mercenary.
¿Pero eres herrero o no? Necesito comprar armas, coño.
A sapper.
Not that kind of sapper. I build field fortifications on war machines. I can fucking saw a boat bridge across a river in half a day. Digging ditches is relaxing. That's what I need.
Got any spare parts from those war machines? The decommissioned ones, of course. I heard some to make monster traps.
Sure. Why wouldn't I? If
Comerciemos, cojones. No vendes armas. No me interesas, fuera. Tú sí.
Yeah?
You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
Comerciemos. Tú sí que vendes... No, aquí. Espada de acero. ¡Oh! La quiero. Espérate. Tiene información sobre la hija de Foltest. La hija de Foltest, maldita desde que estaba en el vientre materno, vino al mundo como una bestia muerta, sepultada. Siguió creciendo hasta que se levantó de su tumba en forma de horrible estrige. La princesa de irregular dentadura sembró el terror en Vicima durante mucho tiempo, hasta que Yera la liberó de aquel oscuro hechizo. Años después, Ada volvió a caer en dicha maldición y el brujo se enfrentó de nuevo a la estrige. Sin embargo, esta vez había asuntos políticos de por medio. La Orden de la Rosa Llameante provocó una vuelta a la situación anterior en un intento por traer el caos a Vicima y derrocar al rey Foltest. No, estoy habré leído. El Drow es una criatura mítica procedente de antiguas leyendas de héroes y sus hazañas épicas. Cuando el héroe entra en un infierno ardiente para rescatar a su armada o cuando tiene que vengar la muerte de su padre, el Drow suele ser su rival. ¿Por qué gustan tanto los poetas de representar a este monstruo como el archienemigo? Lo cierto es que, como aparición, encaja en cualquier historia oscura como una maldición o una venganza desde el más allá de por medio. Su auténtica apariencia se desconoce, ya que las descripciones varían mucho, aunque siempre son aterradoras. Es una criatura poderosa, un príncipe de los condenados, por lo que resulta un villano ideal. Pues entonces... vamos a hacer el pulso y cortamos ya aquí, sí que sí.
Let's talk on that.
As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
Ah, he perdido la capucha de duende. He perdido comedia, pero he ganado en respeto.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangrat would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa.
¿Ese es el que aparece en The Witcher 3? Numa, mamá. ¿Ya sabéis quién? ¿Numa?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the
Numa, el poderoso. Que espero que sí, no voy a decir nada por si alguien de aquí no lo ha visto, pero igual sí, ¿eh? Ojo. Vale, escúchame, diario. Esto ya está, vale, pues lo voy a dejar aquí. Así que espero que os haya gustado. Muchas gracias por estar ahí un día más aguantando. Me voy a guardar. Y en el próximo continuaremos de vuelta hasta aquí. Así que lo dicho, gracias. Desde luego.